accepted was Islamic. They kidnapped Christian children, they converted them to Islam. These were called Janissaries. Now, apparently, notice the denials. Notice the denials. So all of you can now go away. Can anyone Google it right now? Google the word Janissaries. He says apparently, because what you don't know about Ali Dawah is he is an apologist for the very terrorists that you all condemned. He is an apologist for Islamists. That's what he is an apologist for.
I'm a Muslimist.
Do you condemn the terrorists who are attacking Israel? Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad, do you condemn them?
One second.
What's happening?
Okay, he caught me.
Do you condemn them?
Why do we have to condemn anyone?
One second. I condemn anybody that takes innocent human lives.
Yeah, good, so do I.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah, we're all condemning that. Are the Jews in Israel innocent?
Israel is a terrorist state.
There you go. So he says Israel's not innocent. So in other words, he is justifying it. He's playing games with words.
Does Israel kill innocent kids?
He said, listen to what he said carefully. He said, I condemn anyone who kills innocent people, but Israel is not innocent.
Do you condemn Israel?
So in other words, he supports Hezbollah. He supports Hamas.
Yes.
Do not be fooled by this man. Don't be fooled by him.
29.99 to Hamas. I'm a member. Okay.
This is a man. Don't joke about supporting terrorism.
Yes, you're not terrorists.
Don't support about it.
Can I ask you?
This is a man who
Allow me
says,
to talk.
who talks about masturbating over babies. He's on camera. He's on record. This is a man.
Prove it.
This is a man. This is a man.
Can you prove it?
This is a man
Can you prove it?
who endangered two innocent families so he could be famous. He went around trying to dox Tommy Robinson and endangered two innocent families. Do not be fooled by his wit and humour. He may be funny, but he is an apologist for terrorism and Islamism.
Can I speak now? Thank you.
That's not true, Bob.
No problem. I endangered two family lives.
Yes, you did.
I was on the front.
Are you embarrassed by that, Ali?
No problem.
Are you embarrassed by it?
You spoke. I'm under more oppression. I'm under oppression.
What?
Listen, Bob, yeah? When I come here, your face and your temperature changes, yeah?
Not really.
Rightly so. Let me tell
Not
you
really.
Yeah?
Not
because
really.
you know, these are look at hominids, yeah? Personal attacks, yeah? Oh, you went and said that you should ejaculate over. Where?
Are they true?
Where?
Are they true?
Prove it.
So you're denying it?
Prove it.
Are you denying that
I
you tried
dare
to
you
dox
prove it.
Tommy Robinson?
Prove it.
Are you denying
One
it?
second.
Deny it.
Deny it.
Deny it.
Can I speak?
Deny that you tried to dox
Can
Tommy
I
Robinson.
talk?
You two just
one second. Allow me to talk. If you come here, it shows you're just weak. You can't do it. If I said Tommy Robinson's address, why did he go after some white lady? Why did he go after a white lady? Easy, it's simple. No. I don't want to divert the topic. Let's go back to it, yeah? He's saying the Ottoman Empire very bad, etc. No problem, yeah?
Yes.
Let's go to history. Chief Rabbi of Edirne. Where is Edirne?
In Turkey.
Keep going.
Okay. Isaac Zavarti. Listen to what he says, yeah? Okay. These are the people who come and say, you impose jizya on us, yeah, we don't want to pay. Look what somebody who lived under the Islamic rule says.
Yes.
Did you ever live in Islamic rule?
Thankfully, no.
Go to
Thank
the
you.
Turkish
Thank
history
Plenty of brothers
museum,
and
you will
sisters
find
that
this
have
letter.
though and still are.
Thankfully, no. But let's see the one
Thankfully,
who
no.
lived.
Yes, let's hear your selective quote. Come on. Your selective quote.
If I said to you guys, BMW is a very nice car, and you said to me, have you ever driven one? I said no. You would take it from a person who's driven the car, right? Yes? Yeah. Okay. So let's go to somebody who's lived under Islamic rule.
Media.
Here, listen
Look at this
carefully.
box. Ignore that one. Listen to this, but ignore that.
You did the same thing. By the way, can I have? Is there any Muslim? Are you Muslim? Please record it because he's not going to put this up. I know this guy. Yeah, he's going to go and delete
No,
it.
don't lie.
Why you lying, Bora?
You're lying.
Why you lying?
Why are you lying?
Why you lying,
You're
Bora?
lying.
Here.
Lie all the time.
All the time.
You're lying.
Here
I've
in
got
the
about 5
land
debates
of
on
the
the
church.
review on my
Listen
channel.
carefully. Listen carefully.
Delete it.
Here in the land.
No, let him give his selective quote. Let him give his selective quote.
This is a Jewish.
Rabbi.
We are in the land of the Turks. We have nothing to complain of. We possess great fortunes. This man, you need to
Yeah, because obviously
Much
he's
gold
going to
and
criticize the
silver,
people that have life
much
over
gold,
control over life over
Much
them.
gold and silver are in our hands. We are not oppressed with heavy taxes, and our commerce is free and unhindered. Rich are the fruits of the earth. Everything is cheap, and every one of us lives in peace. Peace? I thought you're supposed to be getting killed.
Well,
anyways,
go and
anyways,
go and talk to the
anyways,
Orthodox
anyways,
Christians of the
anyways.
East.
Where is this?
1400 years of war.
Let me finish. In peace and freedom. Here the Jews is not compelled to wear a yellow hat as a badge of shame. Yes? Okay. As in the case of Germany, where even wealth and great fortune are cursed for a Jew because he therewith arouses jealousy among the Christians, and they devise all kinds of slander against him to rob him of his gold. This is a Jewish man living in an Islamic state. Yeah?
Yep.
So one second, let me get this right. I swear we're supposed to persecute you and kill you, and where's the
Which you did.
Where's the Orthodox guy gone?
Right.
He's gone.
So
When he read
let us-
it, he thought I need to get out of here.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. So, well, let's just deal with his point. He's raised a point.
Yes.
He's quoted
Is this true or not?
selectively. I believe it.
Good,
He
thank you.
quotes
Nine, I finished.
selectively.
We
He
go.
quotes selectively someone who gives praise to the Ottoman Empire.
That's my point.
Let's be clear. Do you think that if he was critical of an intolerant state, that intolerant state would allow him to make public criticism? Do you think that a state that has no tolerance would allow someone to criticize it? If you think I am lying, as Ali Dawah does, a man who at the very start said he doesn't know history. Well, I do know history. I invite you to look up the Janissaries, to look up the fact that Muslim jihadis would go into Christian villages, and if they could not pay the jizya tax, as payment, they would take the children from them, take them to the east, forcibly convert them to Islam, and I would be the first to say that that bit was un-Islamic, and then they would send those children back to wage war against their own fathers, mothers, brothers and sisters. That is also true. Ali Dawah is playing the same media trick that the media play. Look at this bit, ignore that bit, because that bit contradicts the narrative I want to make. Don't be fooled by humour. Yes, Ali Dawah's a good comedian, but that doesn't mean that what he is saying is true or accurate. Go and research it yourself. The Janissaries, the Ottoman Empire in Eastern Europe. Your turn.
Finish?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking for a quote. Okay. No.
I don't believe so.
Sister, please, because he's going to divert.
No. She's alright. I don't believe so.
No. He believes three in one.
Yeah, we don't believe in the same God.
Okay.
One God only.
Okay. Now, what did he say? Listen, I want to make a very, very simple claim. Yeah. He said, guys, please, yeah. He said that the Christian, the Muslims kidnapped the little kids, yeah, because they didn't pay jizya. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna go to Abu Yusuf recorded a report from Khalid bin Walid. Abu Ubaidah, whom Umar had put in command of the Arabs. Listen carefully, yeah? This is a Sahabi, yeah? The companions of the Prophet he's getting to. Abu Ubaidah, whom Umar had to put in his command of Arabs, ordered Habib bin Maslama to return to the emissaries the tribute which he had exacted from them with this message. So listen carefully. The Muslims were conquering lands, and they were protecting the Christians, and they can live in their own lands and have their own rights. They can do whatever they like. Now watch carefully. Because the Romans were attacking certain sects of the Christians, and the Muslims couldn't defend them, what did they do? Listen carefully, and they finish with this, yeah? We are both bound by our mutual oaths Now we are going to do a battle with the Romans. The Muslims are saying we're going to go and fight the Romans. If we return, yes, this tribute is ours. So the jizya that they pay, they say this tribute is ours. But if we are defeated and do not return, we absolve our oaths. So they left emissary of Damascus, and the Emir Abu Ubaidah ordered Sa'id bin Khultum to return to the tribute of the Damascus, likewise to them. So he's given the money and saying the following: the reason we take this money is to protect you. Since we are fighting the Romans and we may not protect you, we have no right to take this from you, because if we lose the battle, then Allah's gonna question us. If we return victorious, we shall take it back. Meaning that if we deserve it, we're gonna take it back. So now let me get this right. We impose the jizya, we kidnap your kids, apparently, yeah?
You do?
Okay,
You
yes,
did?
yes.
You did?
Yeah. Stop watching Paranormal Activity, yeah?
Wait,
Okay.
you're gonna be proven
Yeah,
on
too
this
much
second.
horror movies, yeah? So the Sahaba, the companions, are given the jizya and saying, keep it. If we fight the Romans and get defeated, we have no right to this. So now, there's 2 points here. Either this is the teaching of Islam, or the one you're quoting, or this is correct, and what you're quoting was done, if it's true, by same goes with, there is bad Muslims and bad Christians.
Okay, can I reply now?
Please do, reply to this point.
So notice, he quoted a text that said, if we fail to conquer your lands. Did you all hear that bit? Because he slided over that bit. He said, if we fail to conquer your lands. In other words, we're invading and conquering your lands. Did you all hear that? This is why Ali Dawah is an apologist for the same kind of Islamist terrorists that bombed the Grande concert in Manchester. That attacked Israel on a weekly basis. But notice,
you are ascribing me to terrorists.
Notice.
You know what? I'm just making it clear. On camera, I will get solicitors involved.
Good.
He's connecting me to ISIS supporters. No problem.
Good. Do it.
Record this. You record this. No, record
Do
this
it.
again. Record this again.
Do it.
Brother, can someone
So,
get the phone?
notice.
Get the phone out,
Notice.
He's ascribed me
Notice.
to terrorist
You are an
ISIS.
apologist for
Listen to
terrorists.
this carefully. Listen, please record this.
You just did on camera
You're gonna eat
try
your
to
words.
justify
You're gonna eat your
Hamas
words. Record
and
that.
Hezbollah
Can you say that again?
in their
Say that
attacks
again.
of
Say that
Israel.
again. Say that again.
So,
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
So,
Say that again.
so,
I'm an apologist for ISIS.
Ali,
yeah?
let me reply
You're
to
gonna
your
eat
argument.
words. You're gonna eat your words.
Let me reply to your argument.
You're gonna eat your words.
That's fine. Let me reply to your argument. So, he said that it was a lie that the Ottoman Empire was killing Christians. So let the Orthodox Christians speak for themselves. This is from an article written in Johns Indianapolis. It's an academic study. The present article is based, it's written recently. Listen recently.
recently, okay.
Listen.
He wrote it.
Listen, not I. It's a good joke. It's a good joke, but it doesn't change the facts.
Your job is a
Notice,
cameraman.
Ali
Shut
Dawah
up.
suddenly
Shut up.
doesn't want me to talk.
Drink alcohol.
Notice, Ali Dawah doesn't want me to talk.
Carry on.
We Christians, what you need to understand is that we Christians celebrate the deaths of those who die for the faith. We call them martyrs. We assign days to them, and then we praise them with honor because they had the courage to die. So we keep a record of those who died for the faith and why they died. Listen, the present article is based on a variety of sources and principally on the biographies of 172 Greek Orthodox neo-martyrs, according to several accounts from the conquest of Constantinople to the last phase of the Greek War of Independence. The Ottoman Turks, are you listening?
Yes.
The Ottoman Turks condemned to death 11 ecumenical patriarchs, condemned to death nearly 100 bishops and several thousand priests, deacons and monks. Bumpolines, 1952. Paparounis, with no date. Peratonis, 1972. Pulkeville, 1824. These are his
Are you
sources.
going to finish today?
These are his sources. Why are you embarrassed about the Ottoman Turks all of a sudden? Why are you embarrassed?
Are you a
It's-
commentator? You're not
Why?
football.
Suddenly he's embarrassed. He was so confident a minute ago that Ottoman Turks had not killed Christians. But now the facts are contradicting him. He wants to shut me down. It is impossible to say with certainty how many men of the cloth were forced to apostatize. Nevertheless, many preferred martyrdom to apostasy, and of the above thousands, several have been canonized and raised to sainthood by the Greek Orthodox Church. Boom! Hadouken!
Hadouken! That's it, Bora. What's your comeback?
Okay, brothers, calm down. He's excited. He happens. Okay. I want to ask you guys a simple question, yeah? You know this New Zealand shooter? If he was watching this video and he thought to himself, in an hour I'm going to carry out this mass attack. Let me watch this video between Bob and Ali. Let's see what Bob has to say. Bob comes and says, Ali is connected to these ISIS, you know the guy who carried out the attack? Yeah?
No, I said you're an apologist.
No, what's it? Apologist.
said
No.
for
Look,
terrorism.
It's on camera.
Yeah, it's on camera. You're an apologist for terrorism.
When you get the letter from the
You
solicitor-
support Hamas and Hezbollah. Deny it.
Finish?
Deny it.
Deny it.
Deny it.
Deny it. You're on camera. Deny it. Say you don't support Hamas and
This is a rap
Hezbollah.
battle.
Why isn't he denying it? Why isn't he denying it?
Did I buy in when he was talking?
Why isn't he denying
Let
it?
me talk.
Why is he not denying it?
Why is he not denying it?
No, brother.
Hezbollah and Hamas.
Terrorists, that's why.
Deny it. Come on.
They give me a discount
Yeah,
membership,
yeah.
please. Okay, yes. Okay.
Jokes aside,
No, 1 second.
it's not
You-
funny.
1 second,
People are dying.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Exactly.
I'm asking a simple question.
not even
If the
answering
New
that.
Zealand shooter was watching this debate between me and Bob, and Bob came and said, yeah, Ali is an apologist for the guys who carried out the attacks. Do you think that shooter's going to say, you know what, I'm not going to carry out this attack because Muslims, they don't support terrorism. There's good Muslims and bad Muslims. Or he's going to say, you know what, they're the same. Which one would he say? Which one would he say, brothers and sisters? I'm asking you guys, what would he say? Would he stop the attacks or would he say, you know what, no, I'm going to go and carry out the attacks? We have affirmed.
So you're trying to blame me for the New Zealand attacks? Are you joking?
I never said that. I never said such a thing.
That's exactly what you're trying to imply.
I never said such a thing.
That's exactly what you're
I
trying to
never
imply.
said such a thing, yeah?
That's what you're trying to
The
imply.
likes of
I never said such
You're
a thing.
trying to blame me for the New Zealand attacks.
I never said such a thing, yeah?
That is exactly what you're trying to imply. So maybe I'll countersue.
There you go.
I'll sue you for defamation.
Supora. Come on.
Anyways.
That's what you've just done. So
now,
we'll sue one another.
anyways, let me, you come from? Can you learn to be quiet? Can you be quiet? Can you be quiet? Yeah.
Why are you being rude to everyone now?
Anyways.
Why are you being rude to
Anyways,
everyone?
you can try this. It's not gonna
Why
work.
are you being rude?
Now.
You've had the chance to deny that you support Hamas and Hezbollah.
Look,
Do it.
It's very clear.
Do it.
Everyone
Do it.
knows I
Go on, do
condemn
it.
anyone, be it Hamas, be it ISIS, be
You
it
kill
your-
innocent
be it
people,
your,
but then
American-
you said Israel is not innocent.
Let me finish.
You said it was a terrorist state. And it's on camera.
God's resistant army, KKK, your friend who carried out the attacks in New
There you
Zealand.
go. He's
Yes.
trying to blame me
Your-
for the
your
New
body-
Zealand
no,
attack.
No, your body-
Do not be
because he
fooled
believes
by
the
his
Crusaders
humour.
like you. So
He
now,
might be funny,
let me
but under
finish.
that humour
Let me
is something
talk.
quite
Why are you
dark.
so scared of me talking? I listen to you.
He's insecure.
So,
Not insecure.
No, why do you let me talk?
He was interrupting me earlier. Why weren't you telling him to
Let
shut?
me talk.
Why were you not telling him to shut when he was
Now,
interrupting
guys,
me?
I'll repeat it again. Are there bad Christians?
Yes.
Are there bad Muslims?
Yes.
Are there good Christians?
Yes.
Are there bad
Muslims.
Yes. Is there
I'm
good
helping you
Muslims?
now. Yes, they're good Muslims.
Okay, so now we've all understood there's bad
Yes.
and there's good.
Yes.
Now, when, 1 second, is your argument the following, sir? Muslims all are bad?
No.
Okay, good. Are there Muslims, 1 second, are there Muslims that are good?
Of course there are.
Okay, in just, because it's my time, I'm just, in percentage wise, How would you divide the good and bad Muslims? Is it 50-50? Bad Muslims are more, good Muslims are which one?
Right, I'll answer that question.
But quickly, please.
No. I'll either answer it properly or I'll wait until it's my turn.
How long would you answer it?
It'll take a couple of minutes.
Okay, answer in your time.
Okay, I'll answer it.
Okay, so now, let's make it very simple, yeah? When a Christian, and a bad Christian in New Zealand, yeah, carries out their attack.
Why? No.
No.
Why are you lampooning
Let me
Christians?
finish.
He wasn't a Christian. He was an ethno-nationalist. He was an ethno-nationalist. He said it in his manifesto that he wasn't a Christian. Look what Ali Dawah is doing. He is trying to lampoon Christians for what happened in New Zealand.
Now, let me
That's what he's doing.
Listen, you ascribed me to ISIS, which I didn't button, so we finished. So let me speak. This man, brother, this man who carried out the attack, can I say he is the same as the majority of the New Zealand people, the Prime Minister, which we salute?
It's the same.
One second. No, they're not the same. Of course not. And you know what? Allah says in the Quran the very same thing. Surah Mumtahina. Allah does not forbid you as regards to those who did not fight you on account of your faith. Like the guy who came and killed this crusader.
Did not fight you.
Let me finish.
Did not fight you.
Let me finish. Let me speak. I can speak. Yeah? Okay.
Listen, no. Because he's trying to play games with people.
Let me finish. Allah does not, listen what's it. Allah does
skip
not,
over the did
Allah
not
does
fight
not
you.
Forbid you as regards to those who did not fight you on account of your faith and did not expel you from your homes, that you do good to them.
Yeah.
And do justly with them. Surely Allah loves those who maintain justice. Verse 9, who is it talking about? Bad Christians. Allah forbids you only about those who fought you, killed you in the mosque, yeah, crusader, bang, yeah,
Lies.
yes,
They're not Christians.
from your
he was
homes,
not a Christian.
and help others in expelling you, that you have friendship with them. All Allah is saying is this. Yeah, and Allah says in a different verse in the Quran, "Laysu sawa." The Christians are not the same. Some of them are close to us. They're good. They worship God Almighty. They're good. And then you have hate preachers like him. Yeah.
There you go.
He's the
You
reason
see?
why- I'm finishing last minute.
Now who'll sue who for defamation?
One last minute. No, you're a hate preacher. I never said you belong to a KKK group. I said you're a hate preacher. You need to understand something. The things that you say on camera have an effect on your
Yes, they
soldiers.
do. So when you don't condemn
It's my
Hamas,
last minute.
come on then.
I condemned Hamas and anyone, Israel, anyone. It kills innocent people. 1 minute, yeah?
Did you see what I did there?
1 minute, okay. My point is this. You need to understand you have a responsibility.
Yes.
When ISIS fans come here, we tell them, we condemn them, we confront them, and I even get death threats because of them. Why? What do they call me? I'm a murtad. What's a murtad? An apostate. Why? Why?
Ali,
I'm an
Ali,
apostate. Let me
you're
finish.
doing your last minute, bro. Come on. This minute's going on for quite a
30
while.
seconds, yeah?
30 seconds.
So, therefore, you have to prove to me something very clear and categorically. The Quran, these bad Muslims, what they're doing, tell me the Quran teaches them to do that. Just the way, because I don't come and say, I know there's good Christians and there's bad Christians, yeah? Bad Christian, good Christians like New Zealand. They have brought hope in humanity. After I saw them.
Okay, Ali, all right, let me reply. Ali Dawah's argument is essentially something that no one with any reasonable mind could possibly disagree with. The idea that there are good Muslims and bad Muslims. Totally agree with him. There are. But that isn't my criticism of his position. My criticism of his position is the fact that he has ever so subtly tried to justify terrorism against Israel. He said, notice the Muslims don't want to let me speak. Notice, they don't want to let me speak.
He's not Muslim.
You wanted me to be
Are you
quiet.
Muslim? Are you
So,
Muslim? Does it matter?
so,
To him it doesn't.
so,
He's saying the Muslims just
allow me to speak. Right. So guys, he said a number of things in his argument. Number one, he said that the Ottomans didn't kill Christians because they were Christian. He said, guys, I will have my say. I will have my say.
Let him talk,
I will have my say.
150 million days.
I will have my say, Raj.
Oh, right.
So,
Fudge, 1 second.
don't be insulting, Ali. Don't be insulting. Don't be rude, Ali. No, he doesn't.
He deserves it.
No, he doesn't.
Are you gonna make me
Okay. So let's be clear. Ali Dawah said he quoted a verse in the Quran saying that those that do not fight you, do justice to them. But if you remember earlier in the conversation, he quoted a Muslim leader saying that if we were not successful in conquering your land, we will not do these things. So in other words, if you fight us as we invade your land, then we will do things that are bad to you because you're a bad Christian. But what kind of people would not fight an invading force? The Ottomans invaded Christian lands in Eastern Europe. The Abbasids invaded Christian lands in Spain. And the Christians fought them. And they fought them. Notice the interruption. He wasn't interrupting while Ali was speaking. So, Ali then went on to say, that after the Christians had invaded those lands, that those that fight the Muslims are bad Christians. So in other words, any Christian who defended his family, his village and his children was a bad Christian. The only good Christian to Ali Dawah is a doormat Christian. So, let's look at an example.
150 million dead in India.
Let's look at an example of what the Christians did. In the metropolitan of Corinth, Zacharias, a Christian, was executed in 1684. He was accused of maintaining a correspondence with the Venetians. At his trial, Zacharias insisted that he was innocent of the accusation, but the Turkish Ottomans beat him. He was offered pardon on the condition he apostatized and accepted Islam. In other words, we're going to kill you, but if you don't, if you accept Islam, you can live. In any right-thinking mind, that is an attempt at forced conversion. He was offered pardon on the condition that he would apostatize to Islam. When the metropolitan, that's a Christian way of saying bishop or Christian leader, when the metropolitan refused, the judge condemned him to death by torture. The source of Delahaye, page 704. There are 15 more neo-martyrs in this category, as long as you did. Stop complaining. The brother behind talks about the many people who've embraced Islam in this park. He needs to go and look at the tens of thousands of Muslims who've embraced Islam in Saudi Arabia. Christianity. Yeah. It's been a long day. All I'm saying, to be clear, no, I've got water, thank you. To be clear, no, not really. You endangered two innocent families. Don't pretend. Yeah, you're laughing about the fact you endangered two innocent. You're laughing about the fact you endangered two innocent families. Those families needed police cars outside of their door because of you, and now you're making a joke about it. Don't be fooled by his comedy. He might be funny, but it is just a front.
Only you and your cameraman.
Now, to be clear, Ali Dawah is right. There are good Muslims and bad Muslims. But the question that I am posing to all of you is why, over 1400 years of Islamic caliphates, the universal experience of Christians is one of persecution under those Islamic caliphates. Why is it that the bad Muslims, as Ali Dawah would have them, are the ones that always seem to make the rules. I'll tell you why. It's because the rules prescribe the persecution of Christians, as we heard the Orthodox brother say so. Your turn.
It's nearly Monday. Okay, the thing is, what did I ask him here? I said, can you please, because if we both agree there's good Muslims and bad Muslims, but Christians and bad Christians, then everything that you're quoting is not me coming and saying, the Christians in Africa, Lord's Resistance Army came and killed 300 Muslims, the KKK, the Crusaders, this person, that person. You know why I don't do that? This is the difference between me and you. You know why? Because I know that battles happen between the Christians and the Jews. I mean the Christians and the Muslims, yeah? So my argument is this, listen carefully guys, look at the difference between him and me. Have you heard me quote, these Christians in history did this and this and
these Muslims.
1 second, let me finish.
I said Islam.
Let me finish?
Don't
Okay,
misrepresent me.
have you heard me say...
Don't misrepresent me.
Okay, sorry.
I talked about Islam.
No problem, you clarified it.
We've already agreed there are good Muslims and bad Muslims. There's no argument there.
So now, look, he doesn't realize his point is defeated. He doesn't
Not
understand.
really.
Yeah? Listen to me, yeah? Okay. Guys, please. I'm trying to concentrate here, yeah? Concentration levels are low today, yeah? Listen to what I'm saying. Look at the difference between me and him, yeah? And look, this is an end point. If I want, I can come and say the Christians have done the Crusaders, yeah? They were slaughtering men, women, children like it's happy days. But I would never ascribe that to Christianity. You know why? Because if I did, I'm responsible. You know why? Because I know there's emotional, young, naive, silly Muslims who ascribe to ISIS who will come and say, yes, they did this to our brothers and sisters. This is what happened in Iraq. We have to go and do the same to them. I am responsible. You know why? Because just as the New Zealand shooter, he's claimed to be a Christian, but he's got nothing to do with Christianity.
He didn't claim to be a Christian. You lied again. He did not claim to be a Christian. Because you're lying, Ali.
My point. I didn't stop you.
Yes, you did.
Clarify at your
Yes,
time.
you did.
Yeah? Until the camera's getting a panic attack.
Stop lying,
You're lying, Ali.
Listen, now.
You never claimed to
now,
be a Christian.
let me. You see how it hurts them, yeah? But you know what I say?
Lying. My God.
You know what I say? I say Christianity is free from that. Why? Because if I don't do that, I have a responsibility on my shoulders. I don't go and do that. You know why? Because I can come and say 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 2 to 3, go to the Amalekites, this is ethics of war. Kill men, women, children, babies and donkey. What did the donkey do? I can come and say that. I can say that. It is a joke. It is a big joke. But I don't come and say, this crusading evil animal...
You're lying. That's exactly what you've done in the corner. He has used exactly that argument.
Let me finish.
He's used exactly that argument
To
at
be
the corner.
continued. Part 2.
He has used
Okay,
exactly
let
that
me
argument at the
finish.
corner.
Let me
You're
finish.
lying. That's exactly what you've
If
done
I'm
here.
lying, people see it. Now,
Yeah, they will.
let me see.
We'll do a cast back.
I didn't come and say he must have read this verse and therefore carry out this attack. We both agree. Do you not understand, Bob, how silly you're looking?
Not
we
really.
both agree, bad and good Muslims, bad and good Christians.
Yes.
Everything that you're
So
quoting,
the argument's not about that, is it?
let me finish.
So the argument's not about
Let
that.
me finish.
We're not talking about that. You're
Let
creating a
me
false...
finish.
Stop,
Let me finish.
stop playing the victim.
You know why he's hurt? You know
No,
why
he's
he's
playing the
hurt?
victim. He's playing the victim.
Yeah, I'm the victim. Now, the point is this, if we agree on that premise, then the point is the following. Bad Muslims do bad stuff. Bad Christians do bad stuff.
But your
In New
premise
Zealand,
is based on the lie.
In New Zealand, they do bad stuff, yeah?
If we want
So
a Christian, then
therefore,
you have no premise.
I asked him something very simple, yeah? I said to him the following. Show me where in the Quran it says that you either accept Islam or we kill you. That should be so easy. When I went to Tommy Robinson, yeah? The guy, crybaby, who knocks at everybody's door, but when somebody comes to confront him, starts crying, yeah? He couldn't answer it. One, show me a verse that tells us Muslims, you have to go to the Christians and the Jews, the Christians and the Jews, and get the sword and say, Bob, accept Islam or we're gonna kill you. Show me. Show me. Show me. I'll give you 1 second. No, that's talking about the Arab Peninsula. No,
Who's this one?
no. No, let me finish. Sir, let me speak. So, therefore, if we both agree on that, what on earth are we debating about?
May I reply?
Just finish, because you've cut me 4 or 5 times. So,
don't play that.
no, you have. It's
Yeah, that's what. Whenever the Dawah team, whenever they're embarrassed about the hadiths, they always throw them away. I'm gonna show him one of his own sources, and he'll throw it in the
Look, you quoted it. Look, he quoted a source.
I don't have religion, but
Sir, I'm
there were
speaking.
no hadiths, Islam would probably be more.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually agree with you.
Alhamdulillah, we're proud of our hadiths.
Including the ones that say kill people who
We
choose to
are
become
proud
Christians.
of hadiths,
Are you proud of that one? Are you proud of that one, Ali?
Can I
Are you proud of the one that says kill apostates?
Can I finish? Okay, he's talking about apostasy. This guy's a joke. In your book it says kill apostasy. Apostates.
Show
Oh
him.
my God. Anyways, I've been look. 1, 2, 3. Let me speak. Guys, be honest.
He's playing the victim. But what you don't know is Ali Dawah comes here every week, and this is how he behaves all the time. He does this to other people all the time.
Let me finish.
His audience specifically is
Can
YouTube.
I finish? Oh my gosh.
Ali,
Guys, let me finish.
Well, what are you saying?
How could you let me finish when you keep butting in? Now, I'm asking something.
They have.
Brothers, please.
They have.
Brother, you're not helping.
There are thousands of Christians
Brother, you're
in
not
Saudi
helping.
Arabia who've converted, and they have to live in secrecy because the
Brother,
Arab government will kill them if they are public about changing their faith.
Now, one thing, let me finish, yeah? This is a treaty. This dismantles it. Finished. After this, I don't think you should come to the park anymore. Treaty of Najran with the Christians. After I read this, I'm done. I don't even need to reply anymore. The lives of the people of Najran and its surrounding area, they're Christians, their religion. Listen. Please, I got talent, yeah? Their religion, their land, their property, cattle, and those of them who are present or absent, their messengers, and their places of worship, churches, and are under the protection of who?
What verse is that?
Allah and His Messenger. Their present state should neither be interfered with, nor their rights meddled with, nor their idols deformed. Can you imagine? Idols, you cannot touch them. No bishop should be removed from his office. The intention being that no changes will let, in whatever state that everyone is in, shall be made. Status quo should be maintained. This is for the Christians.
What's the source of that?
Can you please tell me, sorry?
What's the source?
That when they live in under the
What's the
Islamic
source?
rule,
the
we
treaty
cannot
of
touch the
Najran?
churches, we cannot touch, you have a right to live in your own land. That's a treaty. Now I'm asking a simple question. I'm finishing. Please show me a single verse that says you have to force the Christians and the Jews to Islam, if not kill them. If you don't, you're a liar.
Okay, so let me reply to that argument. Let me reply to that argument. Yeah. Let me reply to that
Can I take
argument.
some pictures?
Yeah. Let me reply to that argument. Because Ali Dawah is creating a false